good, 20 years old, you went from above, sitting cross-legged, nothing but oversized stuff. Talking about future we couldn't see, and who we become, and who we would be. You laughed at the silence and grabbed for my hand, said let's make a deal, let's make a plan. If the world is too cruel and we're lonely by then, we'll marry each other and start it again. It was a pinky swear, promise a joke in the dark, but it carved out a heavy place inside my heart. I dated around, but I kept one eye closed, just waiting for time to arrive, I suppose. Now, standing outside on the front of your porch, carrying love like a desperate torch. Just the 14th of May, yeah, the calendar turned, I'm 30 today, and I'm terrified of learning that a safety net promise meant nothing to you, but it was the only thing that got me through. I rehearsed what I'd say in the car on the way. Hey, remember the deal, it's our wedding day. I laugh it off easy, pretend I was smooth, while checking my hair in the review to soothe the shaking in my hands, the drumming in my chest, thinking maybe plan B was actually the best. I didn't bring flowers, I just brought myself, and took my whole heart off the dusty back shelf. I knocked 3 times, a code that we knew, holding my breath for a vision of you, yeah. I'm standing outside on the front of your porch, carrying love like a desperate torch. It's the 14th of May, yeah, the calendar turned, I'm 30 today, and I'm terrified of learning that a safety net promise meant nothing to you, but it was the only thing that got me through. The door swung open, you looked so alive, you shouted happy birthday, I'm glad you arrived. You pulled me in close for a hug by the stairs, and that's when the light caught the gold that you wear. It wasn't a trinket, it wasn't a toy, you said I say yes, so you love him, oh boy. A diamond so heavy, it dragged my heart down, the loudest silence in this whole damn town. I stared at the sparkle, I stared at your face, realizing I'm losing a one-person race. He asked you last night, just hours before. I showed up with hope at your heavy oak door, so I swallowed the words and I swallowed the pain, and I smiled like a friend and man out in the rain. I said congratulations, he's a lucky guy, and I promised to call, and I said my goodbye. Walked back to the car, the engine turned on. I'm 30 years old, not a kid anymore. The pact is broken, the ink is run dry. I guess plan B was just a long goodbye, just a long goodbye. Just a long goodbye. It's 2 a.m. the nightstand lights up blue. I don't need to check the name to know it's you. I hear the jacket breathing on the line. He's had too much to drink again or lost his mind. You say you're at the curb, you're shivering cold. It's the same old story, getting tired and old. I grab my keys, I pull on jeans and drive, just to keep your fragile heart alive. I know the script, I know my lines by heart. I'm the safety crew when things fall apart. I'm the lighthouse when you're lost at sea, but you never drop your anchor down with me. Cause I glue the pieces back together so we can smash them on the floor. I tell you that you're worth the world, then I watch you walk back through his door. I dry the tears he makes you cry just to wave a long goodbye. I'm the temporary shelter from the rain, until you go back to the hurricane. You're sitting in my passenger seat, mascara running in the dashboard heat. You ask me why is love so hard to do. I grip the wheel and lie, I wish I knew. I wanna scream, I wanna grab your hand, say he's a boy and I could be your man. But you just lean your head against the glass, waiting for the storm to finally pass. I brush the hair away from your wet face, knowing I can never take his place. You check your phone, you see a text he sent, and I watch the anger vanish, quickly spin. Cause I glue the pieces back together so we can smash them on the floor. I tell you that you're worth the world, and I watch you walk back through his door. I dry the tears he makes you cry just to wave a long goodbye. I'm the temporary shelter from the rain, until you go back to the hurricane. He says he's sorry, and that's all you need to forget the way he made you bleed. You say thanks for listening, you're the best. A knife twisted deep inside my chest. I unlock the doors and let you out into the house of shadows and of doubt.
I watch the porch light flicker and turn off. The silence in my car is loud and rough. The smell of your perfume is lingering there, mixing with the cold and empty air. He gets the girl, he gets a second chance, and I'm just a spectator at the dance. I put the car in gear and turn around. Tires rolling on the gravel ground. The radio plays a song about true love, and I pray to a God I'm not sure of. Yeah, I say today I did my part. Now I'm driving home alone with a heavy heart, driving home alone.
The room is black. I'm lying flat upon my back, staring at the ceiling fan, just counting every spin. I know the time, I know the night, I know exactly when you might decide that you were lonely and you need to let me in. The phone vibrates against the wood. I shouldn't answer, yeah, I'm good. It's telling lies and mirrors when I'm standing on my own. But then I see your picture glow, and all my strangers let me go. I hear the bass, I hear the crowd, I hear you talking way too loud. You found a quiet corner in the bar to make the call. I know you've had a few too many. I know I shouldn't give a penny for your thoughts right now, but God, I want them all. Because it's the only time you say I love you, when the whiskey's doing all the talking for you. You're pouring out a heart you don't possess, a beautiful, intoxicated mess. I hold the phone tight to my ear, collecting words I'm starving to hear. I'll take the lie, I'll take the crumb, I'll take the love that leaves me numb. Cause when the morning comes and you are sober, you won't remember that you called me over. You ask me if I'm seeing someone new, I lie and say yeah, maybe a few. You get jealous in a way that feels like hope. You slur my name, it sounds so sweet, like we're back on that one-way street. Before we learned it, we were barely hanging on a rope. You tell me that he treats you bad, you tell me I'm the best you had. And for a moment in the dark, I think it might be true. But then I hear the ice cubes clink, you take another heavy drink, and I'm reminded I'm just speaking to the gin. I'm just a ghost you haunt at night until the coming of the light, where you lock the door and never let me in. But it's the only time you say I love you, when the whiskey's doing all the talking for you. You're pouring out a heart you don't possess, a beautiful and intoxicated mess. I hold the phone tight to my ear, collecting words I'm starving to hear. I'll take the lie, I'll take the crumb, I'll take the love that leaves me numb. Cause when the morning comes and you are sober, you won't remember that you called me. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. check my phone again, and then I'll see you saw the call duration log, 30 minutes, 40 seconds. A mistake that your hangover records was just a slip up in the mental fog. You won't text, you won't explain, you'll just ignore the phantom pain. And I'll go back to being just a friend until the bottle opens up again. Baby, don't hang up. I say I want, I'm here. What's up? But the line goes dead, the battery died. Or maybe you just went outside. I say I love you to the tone, just a man sitting by the phone. She won't remember, she won't remember. I told you to wait, said give me a year, that I build us a castle, I conquer the fear of living in shadows, of barely getting by. I traded your hand for a slice of the sky. I climbed every ladder, I broke every door. I gathered the riches and scrambled for more. I didn't look back at the tears on your face. I was winning the lap, but I was losing the race. Now I'm standing on the rooftop, 500 feet high, with a glass full of vintage and a hole in the sky. I've got the world in my pocket, the keys to the kingdom, but this quiet is heavy and I'm losing my rhythm. Yeah, the city is sparkling in a river of gold, but the wind at the summit is bitter and cold. It's the perfect horizon, crystal and clear, but God, it's so ugly without you right here. 10,000 square feet of silence and stone. I'm the king of the castle, sitting alone. The echo of footsteps is the only sound left in a house built of marble, trying to catch my breath. I remember the futon, the cracks in the wall, when we had nothing, but we had it all. Now I sleep in satin, but I don't really sleep. I bought all the promises I couldn't keep, and I trade every contract, every headline, every dime, just to go back to the bottom for 1 minute at a time. To be broke in that kitchen, dancing slow in the dark, before I let my ambition tear us apart. They tell you to rise, they tell you to soar, but they don't tell you nobody walks through the door. Cause I'm standing on the rooftop, 500 feet high, with a glass full of vintage and a hole in the sky. I've got the world in my pocket, the keys to the kingdom, but this quiet is heavy and I'm losing my rhythm. Yeah, the city is sparkling in a river of gold, but the wind at the summit is bitter and cold. It's the perfect horizon, crystal and clear, but God, is so ugly without you right here. Yeah, the view is expensive, the lights are so bright, but it's just a painted ceiling, blocking out the night. I made it to the mountain, I planted my flag, but the view is worthless. Yeah, the view is worthless. The bank statement came in the mail today. Another $40 that I threw away for a SIM card sitting in a drawer upstairs, collecting dust and gathering prayers. My friends all tell me that I've lost my mind, to pay for a contract that I never signed. But they don't understand the price of a ghost, or keeping alive what I miss the most. It's a lifeline to a life that's dead and gone, a digital echo that keeps holding on. So I wait until midnight to dial the code and listen to the signal on the overload. 1 ring, 2 rings, 3 rings, 4. Then the voice of the girl that I don't know anymore. Hey, it's me, I can't get to the phone. Leave a message or catch me when I make it home. You sound so happy, you sound so light, and for 15 seconds we're okay tonight. I listen to the greeting, but I hang up at the tone, cause I'm paying $40 just to feel less alone. I know you moved on, heard you moved out west.
Change your number, put the past to rest. But I kept the old line, yeah, I took on the debt. Cause it's the only piece of you that I have left. I'm terrified the company will shut it down, or sell the digits to some guy in town. And I'll call up one night, needing a fix, and hear a stranger's voice in the mix. So I pay the bill early, I don't miss a date. Guardianship of a memory I hate. I wait until midnight to dial the code and listen to the sailor on the overweight. I wait until midnight to dial the code and listen to the signal on the overload. 1 ring, 2 rings, 3 rings, 4. Then a voice of the girl that I don't know anymore. Hey, it's me, I can't get to the phone. Leave a message or catch me when I make it home. You sound so happy, you sound so light, and for 15 seconds we're okay tonight. Sometimes I wonder if the inbox is full, if other ghosts are filling the pool, or is it just empty? Is it just space? Does anyone else visit this place? I almost spoke yesterday, cleared my throat to leave you a desperate audio note, but the beep cut me off, sharp as a knife, reminding me I have no place in your life. I gotta let it go. Cancel the service, stop the show. But not this month, no, I'm not strong enough to silence the voice that I still love. Hey, it's me. Yeah, I know it's you. Can't get to the phone, I wish that were true. Can't make it home, you're never coming home. Can't get to the phone, you're never coming home.
Buried underneath the wall, next to pairs I lost the match to. Way back in the corner where the dust collects, I hid the future that I tried to catch you with. I remember how my hands were shaking when I put the velvet box inside. Thought that I was hiding joy, but I was digging a grave for my pride. Now it's just a ring in a drawer, waiting for a question I don't ask anymore. It's a heavy piece of metal, cold and small, cast a shadow 10 feet tall against the wall. You walked out the door, you never knew that I was 3 days away from asking you. Now it's just a diamond in the dark, worth 3 months' salary and a broken heart. I remember how you stood there crying, saying that you needed space to breathe. I was standing on the floorboards, right above the promise you would never see. I wanted to scream, I wanted to show you, but how could I drop to my knees when you were already halfway gone and looking right through me? Now it's just a ring in a drawer, waiting for a question I don't ask anymore. It's a heavy piece of metal, cold and small, cast a shadow 10 feet tall against the wall. You walked out the door, you never knew that I was 3 days away from asking you. Now it's just a diamond in the dark, worth 3 months' salary and a broken pawn shop on 50 Main. Stared at the sign through the pouring rain, but I couldn't go in, I couldn't sell the dream. So I drove back home to a silent scream. I can't throw it out, I can't give it back. It's the only part of us that stays intact. Clean clothes, darling, but I'm scared to open up that wood. 'Cause seeing that little velvet square does more damage than the whiskey could. It's not a symbol of love, not anymore. It's an anchor sinking through the floor. Yeah, it's just a ring in a drawer.
Blue light from the monitor was the only sun I saw for days. I told myself I'm a warrior, fighting through the fog and the haze. I was drafting up a castle with a porch and a view of the west. I said, baby, it's worth the hassle, so we can finally get some rest. I was saving up for someday, putting right now on the shelf. I didn't see you fading while I was talking to myself. I was looking at the horizon, you were looking at the empty chair. I was busy climbing a mountain, I didn't notice you weren't there. I was building a future for two while you were dying in the present tense. I was so obsessed with the view that I didn't see the fence. Now the roof is sound and the walls are strong, but the silence is a heavy tune. I never knew you could feel so alone, sitting in the very same room. Bring me coffee and touch your hand against my cheek, but the deadlines made me distant and the interactions weak. I gave you a nod, I gave you a wait, I gave you just 5 minutes more. I didn't hear the heartbreak when you walked across the floor. I was 5 feet away from your body, but 1,000 miles from your heart. I was trying to master the finish, and I missed the vital part. Now I've got the promotion, I've got the keys to the gate, I've got the financial ocean, but I learned to swim too late. What good is a kingdom of gold when the queen has walked away? What good is a story told if you weren't there for the final day?
fence. Now the roof is sound and the walls are strong, but the silence is a heavy tune. I never knew you could feel so alone, sitting in the very same room. The laptop screen is black now, the papers are put away. I built the perfect life, my love, but I forgot to ask you to stay. Yeah, I forgot to live today. Words were swords we couldn't sheath, they flew sharp as the glass I'm staring through. I can't recall the point, the bitter root, just the sound of your last desperate foot. I held the door, my posture stiff and tall, thinking, go on, let's see how fast you crawl. Back to this kitchen, back to where we stood. Stupid pride misunderstood. And now I'm watching you shrink down the street, a silhouette of beautiful defeat. Your raincoat fading, turning into gray. My heart is screaming, don't let her walk away. But the silence on my tongue is an iron fist, a stubborn curse I couldn't resist. Just a slow, lonely sweep of the windshield wiper blade, and your image blurring the rearview mirror made. I fired up the engine just to watch you go, cruelest potato at my own undoing show. My thumb hovered inches from the horn, a final warning on this dark, cold morn. I thought she needs a minute, she'll cool off fast. She knows this love is way too deep to cast aside for one bad fight, one nasty spell. I told myself that lie, and I told it well. And now I'm watching you shrink down the street, a silhouette of beautiful defeat. Your raincoat fading, turning into gray. My heart is screaming, don't let her walk away. But the silence on my tongue is an iron fist, a stubborn curse I couldn't resist. Just a slow, lonely sweep of the windshield wiper blade, and your image blurring the rearview mirror made. I drove around the block just once, then twice, checking my phone for a sign of compromise. I had your number pinned on the display, waiting for those words you had to say. Ring me, damn it, prove I didn't lose, show me that you will still choose. But the screen stayed dark, the silence deep and wide, just the reflection of my hollow, vanquished pride. Watching you shrink car is still, the engine's off and cold. The story's finished, a tale untold. Just a smudge of rain where your face used to be. Rearview silence, that's all that's left of me.
The coffee's brewing, just like it always did. But the seat across from me, the chair is simply slid into the table's edge, needing utterly still. No frantic paper rustle, no early morning chill. Just the rhythmic, roaring hiss of the machine, and a space where your familiar fire used to lean. I got my perfect quiet, the peace I always craved, babe. But it's a cold hard marble on the life we could have saved. Oh, I took the symphony of your worry for granted, called the blueprint of our future just another seed planted by your nagging, your relentless, beautiful need to try. Now the silence is a weapon pointed straight between my eyes. I hear the echo of every we need to talk. I waved away the deafening proof you fought to keep me every single day, and I realize now the loudest sound in this whole damn place is the absence of your voice, the ghost of your embrace. You point out the little cracks, the hairline fractures forming. I just sigh and turn the TV up, dismissing the soft warning. Why can't you just relax? Why make a scene of this? Every lecture felt like pressure, stealing all our bliss. You wanted to check the engine, I said the car was fine. Now I'm stranded on the highway, nowhere to draw the line. I thought you were the problem, the friction in my gear, but you were just the antifreeze, fighting off the freeze. Oh, I took the symphony of your worry for granted, called the blueprint of our future just another seed planted by your nagging, your relentless, beautiful need to try. Now the silence is a weapon pointed straight between my eyes. I hear the echo of every we need to talk. I waved away the deafening proof you fought to keep me every single day, and I realize now the loudest sound in this whole damn place is the absence of your voice, the ghost of your. Now my phone doesn't buzz with a 7-line text asking where I'll be or what happens next. There's no shadow on the pillow, no sigh when I come home, just four walls closing in and I'm completely alone. I used to crave the freedom from your watchful loving gaze, but freedom is a wasteland now, lost in a cold haze. That tight knot in my stomach that I blamed on your demand was actually my heart slipping through your open hand. Oh, I took the symphony of your worry for granted, called the blueprint of our future just another seed planted by your nagging, your relentless, beautiful need to try. Now the silence is a weapon pointed straight between my eyes. I hear the echo of every we need to talk. I waved away the deafening proof you fought to keep me every single day, and I realize now the loudest sound in this whole damn place is the absence of your voice. It's deafening now, so deafening. The silence is a monster I cannot run. You tried to save us, and I just pushed you out the door, still closed, but it's the quiet that shuts me in. Oh, I wish I could trade this hollow piece for just one more fight, one last chance to hear your voice, but the sound of empty is all that's left, all that's left.
Empty coffee mug sits cold on the counter, just like the space you left in our bed. I keep seeing your face in the glass reflection, thinking of everything you said about our love was a mansion and we're building it slowly, brick by painful brick. Didn't know the whole time you were casing the neighborhood for a place that finished quick. I can see the pictures now, flashing on my phone. You're not walking, darling, you're standing on a throne. Hits me like a freight train, the truth I have to face. You didn't just want a new love, you wanted a new class. Cause I was a hatchback, dependable and true, and he's a silver G-Wagon, shining, polished and new. I was a hand-me-down sweater, cozy blue with threadbare seams, and he's the designer jacket that fulfills all your high-end dreams. They call it an upgrade when you swap out the old, but darling, what about the story that we tried to hold? Was I just a prototype, the sketch that you refined? Did you ever really love me, or just the man I left behind? We used to laugh about our future, share a pizza on the floor, said we make our own fortune and we didn't need anything more. I remember the look in your eyes when I bought you that cheap little ring. Now you're wearing diamonds that make the sunlight sing. He gives you 5-star dinners while I'm eating instant rice, and his apartment overlooks the city while mine just faces the ice of reality, where bank accounts speak louder than a broken vow. Did my heart count for nothing? Tell me, did it count for nothing? Now I can see the pictures now, flashing on my phone. You're not walking, darling, you're standing on a throne. It hits me like a freight train, the truth I have to face. You didn't just want a new love, you wanted a new class. Cause I was a hatchback, dependable and true, and he's a silver G-Wagon, shining, polished and new. I was the hand-me-down sweater, cozy blue with threadbare seams, and he's the designer jacket that fulfills all your high-end dreams. They call it an upgrade when you swap out the old, but darling, what about the story that we tried to hold? Was I just a prototype, the sketch that you refined? Did you ever really love me, or just the man I left behind? He's got the sculpted jawline and the perfect tailor fit. I always felt too clumsy, like I just didn't quite commit to the life you really wanted, the pedestal and the praise. Is that what they mean by loving these high stakes? Modern days, I thought my honest effort and the soul I gave to you would be enough to beat the better offer. Wouldn't it be true? Wouldn't it be true? Dependable and true, and he's a silver G-Wagon, shining, polished and new. I was a hand-me-down sweater, cozy blue with threadbare seams, and he's the designer jacket that fulfills all your high-end dreams. They call it an upgrade when you swap out the old, but darling, what about the story that we tried to hold? Was I just a prototype, the sketch that you refined? Did you ever really love me, or just the man I left behind? Oh, the man I left behind. Was love ever enough? Guess not, just a prototype, the upgrade. No slam doors, no angry shout, no final tears, so please, just a slow cold pulling out the space between you and me. It started small, a canceled plan, and I reached for mist, a quiet change I didn't understand, a secret you kept pressed.
against your chest, where my name used to ring. Now silence was the tune, a brittle, fragile, fading thing beneath a pale half moon. It wasn't a sudden, shattering blow, no fire that burned and died. It was the slow fade, the watching you go while still right here by my side. 6 months of holding a hand that was numb, a gaze that wouldn't hold. I watched the beautiful light become a story left untold. I didn't lose you in a fight, I lost you in the grave. I saw the love leave your eyes, night after long cold day. The morning kisses grew less deep, the pillow talk grew sparse. See, you'd stay awake while I would sleep, charting your course across the darkness. I'd try to joke, I'd try to touch, I'd bring your favorite wine, but every gesture meant too much, a desperation that wasn't mine. It was the echo of what we had been, trying to spark a memory, but you were already letting me in, only to set yourself free. It wasn't a sudden, shattering blow, no fire that burned and died. It was a slow fade, the watching you go while still right here by my side. 6 months of holding a hand that was numb, a gaze that wouldn't hold. I watched the beautiful light become a story left untold. I didn't lose you in a fight, I lost you in a grave. I saw the love leave your eyes, night after long cold day. What do you do when the person you love is standing right there but gone? When the ghost of a future you dreamed of keeps you holding until the dawn. I tried to fix it when nothing was broke, just one thread bearing thin. I learned to live on the things you never spoke, the battles you wouldn't begin. You never had to say I'm leaving, you just let your heart pack its things. And I was there, silently grieving the quiet death that the slow fade brings. It wasn't a sudden, shattering blow, no fire that burned and died. It was the slow fade, the watching you go while still right here by my side. 6 months of holding a hand that was numb, a gaze that wouldn't hold. I watched the beautiful light become a story left untold. I didn't lose you in a fight, I lost you in the grave. I saw the love leave your eyes, night after long cold day. And the worst part is you didn't cry, you just looked through me inside. The light went out like a star in the sky, and I was just left on the tide. A whimper, not a bang, just the slow, agonizing fade, the slow fade. The morning sun is a thin, pale thread, trying to warm this cold, empty bed. I feel your weight on the mattress dip, the silent rhythm of your breath on my lip. Your arm is draped across my chest, a phantom limb I can't quite detest. And in that space between the light and the dread, I wake up knowing that you are dead to me. You are a stranger in the bed beside me, a perfect silhouette the darkness used to hide me. I know the curve of your shoulder, the shape of your hand, but the soul behind your eyes is a foreign land. Your face is a map I traced 1,000 times before, but every road I follow leads right to a locked door. You're here, you're breathing, you're just one touch away, a familiar stranger I can't send away. I watch your eyelids flutter soft and slow, remembering the dreams we used to know. The secrets whispered in the deepest night, now just echoes swallowed by the light. I try to find the girl who used to laugh when I wake her up with a silly photograph. But when you stir and look at me with eyes of glass, I know that version of you will never pass back through. You are a stranger in the bed beside me, a perfect silhouette the darkness used to hide me. I know the curve of your shoulder, the shape of your hand, but the soul behind your eyes is a foreign land. Your face is a map I traced 1,000 times before, but every road I follow leads right to a locked door. You're here, you're breathing, you're just one touch away, a familiar stranger I can't send away. It's worse than if you simply walked out the door, worse than the absence I've known before, because I'm holding on to a ghost in the shape of you, and pretending the love we had might still be true. I'm trapped in this cruel, soft theater of pain, sharing a blanket while you're walking in the rain. We move through the motions of a life we planned, two silent islands in a sea of sand. I pour your coffee, you tie your shoe, just two polite housemates who swore I do. And as you turn to leave the room for the day, I whisper the question you won't hear me say: where did you go? You are a stranger in the bed beside me, a perfect silhouette the darkness used to hide me. I know the curve of your shoulder, the shape of your hand, but the soul behind your eyes is a foreign land. Your face is a map I traced 1,000 times before, but every road I follow leads right to a locked door. You're here, you're breathing, you're just one touch away, a familiar stranger I can't send away, a familiar stranger, you're just one touch away, a familiar stranger in the bed. The moon is a sliver, thin as glass, reflecting the dust on the screen. It's 2 a.m., the city's asleep, but silence is hardly serene. My hand is shaking, the phone is bright, a digital ghost in the dark. And there's your name, a single line, leaving a permanent mark. It's the 2 a.m. war, a silent fight, the battle of buttons, black and white. One says call, a weakness I crave, the ghost of a chance, a future to save. The other says delete, a final clean cut, a steel cold solution, a door tightly shut. My thumb is the soldier hovering near, trapped on the border of hope and of fear. I trace the letters, remembering light, the sound of your laugh, the way you would sigh. We were a novel, beautifully bound, now just a loose page, discarded and dry. If I hit call, what would I hear? A tired hello, a confused, annoyed tone. Would the sound of your voice just pull me back in to the house we built up, where I stand now alone? It's the 2 a.m. war, a silent fight, the battle of buttons, black and white. One says call, a weakness I crave, the ghost of a chance, a future to save. The other says delete, a final clean cut, a steel cold solution, a door tightly shut. My thumb is the soldier hovering near, trapped on the border of hope and of fear. Delete means no more checking your status, no more wondering where you are, who holds your attention. Delete is the key to the locked up back door, to stop looking back with this aching prevention. But delete also means you're utterly gone, a memory fading, a chapter erased. And what if one day, when the morning has dawned, I regret the future that I have laid waste? Pixelated prompt is cruel and precise. Are you sure you want to proceed? A simple question demanding a price, for freedom or planting a seed. My heart is hammering out a frantic beat, a drum solo played just for me. The call button promises bittersweet, the delete button promises to finally be free. My thumb moves an inch and then freezes again. I can't face the quiet, I can't face the pain. I drop the phone down on the floor, face down. The battle's a draw until the sun's in this town. Your name is still there beneath the soft light. I lost the war by giving up the fight. Maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll try to learn how to breathe without saying goodbye. The invitation came in the mail today, heavy stock embossed, it took my breath away. Your name and his framed by a silver script, a final fatal bullet to the lip. I should have tossed it in the kitchen bin, but my stupid heart just had to let the poison in. The church, the time, the reception hall, a front row seat to watch my own downfall. 'Cause
You're standing at the altar in a gown of white lace, and I'm hiding in the cheap seat staring at your face. He's the man who gets to hold you, the man who gets to stay. And I finally understand now, on your wedding day I was the blurry photo, the practice run, the test, the one you loved half-heartedly before you found the best. I was the broken mirror that showed you what was wrong, the bitter lesson that helped you write this happy song. I remember every fight we had, the tears that fell like rain, all the reasons that you gave for pulling on the chain. We want different futures, it's just not meant to be. Back then I swore those words were killing me, but watching him smile at you, so steady and so kind, it's like I'm seeing all the pieces I could never find. The patience that I lacked, the peace I couldn't bring. I was the broken instrument that couldn't learn to sing. 'Cause you're standing at the altar in a gown of white lace, and I'm hiding in the cheap seat staring at your face. He's the man who gets to hold you, the man who gets to stay. And I finally understand now, on your wedding day I was the blurry photo, the practice run, the test, the one you loved half-heartedly before you found the best. I was the broken mirror that showed you what was wrong, the bitter lesson that helped you write this happy song. They say that time heals wounds, but this one's sharp and new. To know that I was only half of what you needed to get through, to feel the weight of every mistake, every misstep I made, because they all led you right here in this perfect solid shade. He knows how to listen, he knows how to commit. He's everything I couldn't be, I have to admit. Walking down the aisle, a smile upon your face, and I'm standing in the shadows, finally leaving this place. He's the man who gets to hold you, the man who gets to stay. And I finally understand now, on your wedding day I was a blurry photo, the practice run, the test, the one you loved half-heartedly before you found the best. I was a broken mirror that showed you what was wrong, the bitter lesson that helped you write this happy song. Yeah, you wrote this happy song, and I was just the background music that played along, the one that got away, taught you how to stay. I still remember the nights you cried on the kitchen floor, begging me to grow up, walk through that open door. You said I can't keep carrying both of us, I'm barely breathing. I was drunk on excuses, too numb to feel you leaving. You drew the line in permanent ink, said this is your last chance. I left it all, poured another, watch you pack up your dance. You wanted a man who could stand in the light, I gave you a ghost who only came out at night. Now I'm the man you prayed I'd become, alarm at 6 to press sober since you've been gone. Therapy on Tuesdays, bank account finally strong, but the bed's still half empty and the victory feels wrong. I fixed every flaw that you circled in red, just in time for you to love someone else instead. Yeah, I finally became your miracle. Too late, too late, too late to be your miracle. past the cafe where we used to fight about my lies. See you in the window, laughing his hand on your thigh. You go like the girl of a girl I buried under bottles and rage. And it gets a chapter, I never turn the page. I wanna to be angry, God knows I've earned the right. But the truth is a mirror, I cannot see tonight. You needed a man who could stay, I finally learned how the day you walked away. Now I'm the man you prayed I'd become. Alarm at 6 who pressed, sober since you've been gone. Therapy on Tuesdays, bank account finally strong. But the bed's still half empty and the victory feels wrong. I fixed every flaw that you circled in red, just in time for you to love someone else instead. Yeah, I finally became your miracle. Too late, too late, too late to be your miracle. I hope he knows what he's holding. I hope he never makes you cry. I hope he thanks you for the molding of the man I am tonight. 'Cause every step I'm proudly taking is on the path you carved with tears. You saved my life by breaking my heart for all these years. I'm the man you begged on your knees for, yeah. Clear-eyed, steady, finally sure. But the vows that I'm ready to speak now belong to a girl who's already yours. No more, I became everything you needed the second your heart stopped beating for me. Congratulations, baby, I finally became your miracle and lost you in the same breath. Too late, I'm every prayer you ever prayed. Standing in yesterday while you're happy in someone else's today. I guess some redemption only comes when the one who needed it doesn't need you anymore. Too late to be your miracle. It's $39.99 every month. Auto drafted from the account I never closed. The carrier keeps asking if I want to remove the second line. I tell them no, voice cracking like it's the 100th time they've proposed. I don't use the minutes, I don't touch the data. The phone that had your number sits dead in a drawer. But every 28th day the charge hits, and I breathe easier knowing I can still reach something that isn't here anymore. They say, sir, this line has had no activity in 2 years. I say that's not entirely true. I keep paying for the ghost in my family plan, just to dial the number that doesn't ring anymore. Press 1 to hear you laugh, press 2 for that old greeting where you say my name like you're still waiting at the door. I know it's pathetic, I know it's insane, but it's the only place left where you still call me baby. So I'll keep the contract, I'll keep the pain, long as Verizon keeps you alive, man. Sometimes I call from the parking lot of the grocery store when the silence in the car feels too loud. I sit there with the engine off, holding my breath until your voice comes on like mercy from a cloud. Hey, it's me, leave a message, I'll call you back, promise. God, the way you stretch that promise like it's forever, I never leave one. What would I even say?
funny, mine's been empty since you left. I keep paying for the ghost in my family plan, just to hear the only I love you that hasn't hung up yet. Your laugh still lives in that 30-second recording, like a butterfly pinned under glass I can't forget. I know one day they'll shut it down for good. Some agent will finally win and cancel the line. Until then I'll keep the bill paid in full, so your voice can keep saying name one more time. Maybe this is rock bottom, dressed up as routine. Maybe love looks like monthly payments on a grave. I tell myself I'll let it go when I'm ready, but ready never comes, and the due date's already saved. I kept paying for the ghost in my family plan. Tonight the recording changed. Someone else's voice said this number is no longer in service, and just like that, you died again. $39.99 couldn't buy forever. Turns out even voicemails move on. Now there's nothing left to call, and no one left to say my name at all. I still get the bill next month anyway, and I pay it out of habit, out of prayer, out of the hope that maybe someday they'll give dead nerves back to the people who still live there. I still take the long way past the house you bought with him, even though it adds 20 minutes to anywhere I'm going. I tell myself it's just habit, muscle memory on the wheel, but I slow down every time I hit the oak tree at the corner. And there it sits, that same blue Ford, faded a little more, but still wearing rust like a scar bed. The one I taught you to parallel park with when you were 17, crying because you kept hitting the curb. I said, easy darling, she's tougher than she looks. You laughed, wiped your nose on my flannel, and 3 tries later you nailed it. Now there's a booster seat in the back window and a nude on the passenger door. Looks like someone didn't quite clear the mailbox. That same blue Ford is parked in someone else's lot. Washing machine on the porch, kids' bikes in the yard. Same cracked windshield I never got fixed, still spiderweb dead exactly where it was. I taught you how to drive in that truck, you learned how to leave in it too. Now every scratch I know by heart is just scenery in a story that doesn't include me anymore. I remember the night you stalled it on the railroad track, headlights of the freight train coming, both of us screaming. I threw it in neutral, you popped the clutch like I taught you. We lurched forward just in time, hearts hammering. You turned to me laughing and crying all at once. Said I thought we were gonna die. I kissed you right there with the engine ticking high. Told you not on my watch, baby, not tonight. Funny, I
that promise after all. I wonder if he knows a brake likes to stick when it's cold. If you still reach for the radio knob with your left hand. If you ever tell him why you flinch your trains up. That same blue Ford is living without me. Got a new sticker on the back glass, some little league team. The tailgate I painted twice is scratched to hell again. And the dent on the passenger side looks fresh. Like maybe you finally stopped being careful. Like maybe you finally stopped being afraid. And God, I hope that's true, even if it kills me. Sometimes I dream I'm 16 again, teaching a girl with scared eyes how to ease off the clutch. She looks up and it's not you. It's our daughter who never happened, asking, am I doing it right, Daddy? I wake up choking on the smell of burnt oil and your perfume that still lives in the upholstery somehow. I drove by again today, you in the yard, hair longer now, chasing a dark-haired kid with your smile. He ran straight to that truck like it was home. Climbed up on the running board you used to need my hands for. You lifted him into the driver's seat, and for 1 second I swear you looked right at me. But the sun was in your eyes, or maybe you just didn't recognize the man in the rear view of the life you outgrew. That same blue Ford started right up for you, like it always did. Like I never could keep her between the ditches, baby. She's still tougher than she looks, and if the brakes ever stick, tell him to pump them twice. The way I taught you, the way you taught me, how some things leave dents that never quite come out. I'm wearing the navy suit you used to love, the one you said made my eyes look honest. Ironic choice, I know. I haven't had a drink in 419 days now, since the morning I woke up in that hotel bed with lipstick on my collar that wasn't yours. You cried so hard you threw up in the airport parking lot. I kept saying it was only once. I was blacked out. Like that made it smaller, like that made it forgivable. You said I can't forgive a mistake, I can't forgive the man who needs whiskey to cheat. Today you're walking down the aisle in the dress you showed me on Pinterest. It's 2 a.m, I'm in the third row, left side, holding the invitation I never RSVP'd to. He's the one who answered when you called, crying, called at 3 a.m. the night I turned us into ashes. He held you together while I got sober in rooms full of strangers. Now he gets forever, and I get to watch, smiling like a man who didn't burn the whole world down for one stupid night in Denver. Yeah. I sold the condo, paid off the debt, built the life you begged me for. 6 figures now, clean blood with therapy every Thursday. I even started going to church again. Funny how clarity feels like punishment. I see you up there glowing, and he looks at you like you used to look at me. Before I taught you what betrayal feels like.
Your dad shook my hand at the door, said good to see you son, he doesn't know. Or maybe he does and pities me anyway. The groom's cake is chocolate with raspberry filling, exactly what we picked out before I made we past tense. You're saying I do to the man who stayed while I became everything I promised. Two ladies kissing you now and the room is cheering. I'm clapping harder than anyone, because if I stop my hands will shake. I sobered up, I grew up, I became safe, and the universe laughed, gave the ring to the guy who was already those things. When I was busy being someone you had to leave. I keep thinking about the nights you found the text. You asked was she worth it, I said there's no one worth you. You said then why wasn't I enough? I still don't have an answer, that doesn't sound like an excuse. You're dancing now, he's spinning you under the lights. Same song we claimed as ours. I'm standing by the bar that's only serving mocktails, because you didn't wanna trigger me. Even after everything, God, you're still protecting me. I mouth the words I'm sorry, knowing you can't see, knowing it doesn't matter anymore. You found someone who never made you beg him to be good. I became good and lost you anyway. So I'll stand here sober, successful, empty-handed, watching you marry the life I should have given you. The card on my gift says, wishing you every happiness you deserve. I wrote it 10 times before I stopped crying on the ink. I hope he never has to learn how fragile forever is. I hope you never have to teach him like you taught me, the hardest way possible. Congratulations, baby, you won. I just wish winning didn't look like losing you in a white dress, smiling at someone else.
.30 on the dot, every night for 7 years. I pulled a Blu-ray place from the second shelf, set one at my place, one across, even though the chair's been empty since last October. The fork still goes on the left, knife blade in the way you liked it, the way you tease me for learning. I catch myself pouring 2 glasses of water, then pouring back slow. Like I'm committing a crime. Muscle memory is the cruelest kind of ghost. It never asks permission before it walks through walls. I still said 2 places at this table, even though you took your laugh with you when you left. I eat in silence, staring at the chair you used to spin, round and round when the sun was good and you felt safe. Now it just sits there, perfectly still, like it's waiting for a girl who isn't coming home. 2 forks, 1 plate, 0 mercy, love's a habit I can't break. So I feed it every night with an empty chair and a second helping of heartbreak. Tonight I made your mother's lasagna, the one you beg for every birthday. It tastes exactly the same, and somehow like nothing at all. I talk to you anyway, tell you about the leak under the sink, how the dog still just inside of the bed. I laugh at my own jokes, then remember you're not here to roll your eyes. The 11th timer goes off, I flinch like it's a gunshot. I keep thinking if I do everything right, one night you'll walk back in, starving and say, smells good, babe, save me. Sunset 2 places at this table, even
Even though the mail stopped coming in your name, I leave the porch light on just in case you forget your key again, like you always did. The chair hasn't spun in 400 nights, but I swear I still feel the breeze when I close my eyes. 2 forks, 1 plate, 0 mercy. I'm dining with the shape of what we were, and pretending the silence is you listening. Sometimes I sit in your chair instead, try to see the room the way you saw it. Then in the wall from the night we fought about money, the photo by the fridge where we're both laughing so hard we're crying. I spin in one slow, the legs squeak the exact same note, and for 3-4 seconds, here then gravity remembers, and I'm alone again with 2 forks and a heart that won't stop setting the table. Tomorrow I'll set 2 places at the stage. Even though I know how the story is, I'll eat cold leftovers staring at the chair that hasn't moved since you stopped being happy here. Maybe one night I'll only set 1, maybe that's when I'll know I'm healed. But tonight the second plate stays, because letting it go feels like burying you all over again. 2 forks, 1 plate, and the quietest kind of prayer that habits can be graves, or maybe they can be doorways I'm just not ready to walk through yet. I clear my sight, leave yours untouched, crawl in a bed, still tasting garlic and regret. Tomorrow I'll do it all again, because some ghosts are just the people we love, sitting in the chairs we can't stop setting for them. Good night, baby. Your water's getting warm.